Where are we today, Kath?
We just arrived at the RHS Harlow Carr Gardens
Which is where?
in North Yorkshire.
Whereabouts in North Yorkshire, Kath?
Where is it in North Yorkshire?
We're here. That's where we are.
Yeah, but where does it come under?
Harrogate.
Is it past Harrogate? I never
Yeah.
knew that.
Harrogate's
Seriously,
just up
it's
there.
a couple of miles.
You walk up there and you're in Harrogate.
We're there later in the year.
But now we're in the RHS and we're going to have a look round.
Look at that. You can see.
So, you can come and join
see
us.
George Harrison through that lens there.
Oh, yes, you can.
Oh, yeah, there he is.
Anyway, yeah, come and have a look around and see how we get on.
And what's the temperature now? It's just past midday.
It's too hot.
It's about 33.
Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah.
Way too
Right.
hot for this time of year. Climate change at its best.
Okay. Stop nattering and let's go.
Bye.
All right, bye. Okay, we're in, and yeah, there's the map. And that's the door. We go through the door, Kath.
No.
Let's go through the door.
Did you bring your umbrella to keep the heat off?
No, didn't.
Oh, it's a nice entrance though, a nice vista as you come through.
It's lovely, isn't it? Yeah. So this is Harlow Carr. What do we know about Harlow Carr, Kath?
I don't know, I'm leaving that to your
I don't know
expertise,
anything
Phil.
about it. We just came down
We've
on,
just come on the hoof.
on the hoof. We're actually working in Pontefract in Yorkshire.
I think we'll learn about Harlow Carr as we go through the day, won't we? I mean, we know that it's one of the RHS. Never been here before.
No,
And it'll be a nice site to explore and discover today because I know nothing about it.
know nothing about it, other than the fact that it's a garden.
Well, we've been to Wisley
They grow
and
stuff
we
here.
go to Bridgewater,
We do.
but we've never been to Harlow Carr.
No.
So let's have a day of discovery, shall we?
Come on then.
Come on
shall
then.
we? Let's see what's here, shall we? I think this is possibly one of the best times to have a look round a garden.
It's nice when you've been working at the weekend and you get a day off on a Monday. This is the place to zone in on, isn't it?
But July
Chill.
is when the gardens, July and August I'd say, in the hottest months of the year,
No.
is when the gardens come into their own.
Did
Don't think?
you? But I would tend to disagree on that.
What would you say,
Because
Kath?
I like the
Tell us what you
spring
think.
in any garden.
We want to know what you
It's the
think here
most-
on this channel.
The
This
most
channel
rebirth
It's all about
time
people.
of the year.
It's not about this. All this. It's not about this.
This is all it's about.
The people
This is it.
on this channel are most interested in the people
No,
who
they're
run
not.
the channel, Kath.
No.
They're interested in me and you, Kath.
No.
What we get up to, where we're going,
No.
what we're saying.
They don't want to waste the time with that.
They like the banter, Kath. They all like the banter.
Now look at this. Nice, interesting part of the
Yeah.
building structure there.
Grasses, they're the firm favourite for your borders.
Swaying. I like the movement and the breeze. They're beautiful, aren't they?
Yeah.
I'd just have a garden full of them.
Yeah.
I'd leave the flowers and just put grasses.
Just ornamental.
Ornamental features, yeah.
Yeah. Like this.
I
Look at
love
this one.
these as well, they're gorgeous. And you know, maybe populated with some yuccas and canna lilies
Yeah.
and you know, really high architectural growth.
Stripagatantia pixie grass.
Mm.
These are like little pixies, aren't they?
You can see why they call them that.
Yeah.
They're like little, oh, what are they called? Oh, sprites.
Sprites.
Yeah, little
Pixies.
sprites, yeah.
Yeah. Onwards and upwards. Phil and Kat. That's the Alpine
Still
House,
should be
Kath.
flowering, Phil.
No, this is the Alpine House, Kath. We're going over there. Stay focused. Alpine Zone.
Oh,
This is a treat.
okay, let's have a look in, shall we?
Yes, we shall. Lovely. I love alpine plants. Very delicate. suppose you'd call alpine plants the extremophiles of the plant world.
In miniature form.
They kind of like find crevices and nooks and crannies in the most depleted of soils.
Yeah, to survive
and the temperatures.
The high temperatures, and they require very little nutrients.
Yeah.
If you give them lots of nutrients, they will just.
Remember these daisy-like things?
Growing down steps.
Of Sizer Castle in Cumbria.
Same. And these.
Please don't touch. They can be easily damaged.
Don't touch them. Phil, look how delicate these are. Phylistrum cuissandum. Oh, they're so tiny now.
Yeah, you need to get down. See the structure of the plants really close up, don't you?
Anything can be found in both higher mountainous levels and lower regions of the Arctic Circle. Alpines are amazing, you know.
Extremophiles.
They can go from extreme heat, grow in higher levels, and extreme cold.
Very hardy plants. They'll probably be here when we're all gone. We're now entering the subtropical garden.
Roses are lovely.
Look, a hothouse for you, Kat.
I tell you what, you think of coming to an RHS Gardens on a hot day like this. You don't want to end up in a hothouse, do you?
Like a couple of hothouse flowers, which is what we are.
Nice pun, Phil.
Yeah. It's got a nice subtropical feel.
Willow.
No, bamboo, Kat.
Oh no, sorry, not willow. Bamboo. That's what I meant.
You can't have enough bamboo, Kat.
We've got tons of bamboo.
We've got more than enough bamboo.
We could sell those for about £10 a pop.
That's if we can dig it out of the ground, Kat. It's almost impossible to dig out.
We have dug a few out.
Have we?
Yeah, we did them last year.
Oh yes, we did.
In the autumn.
We did, Kat.
But they are tough going. No doubt about that.
They are. Now I'll just have a look on the map now. I'm coming to the scented garden. On the map.
Scented or sensory? Oh, scented.
Scented.
Yeah.
Scented.
As in fragrance.
Fragrance garden. Can you smell anything, Kat? Other than teen spirit?
I think that's well gone.
That's a nice seat. It's like a snail seat.
It does look like a snail shell, doesn't it?
Mm. This is a different garden to Bridgewater or Wisley, isn't it?
Yeah.
They're all unique, aren't they, in their own way, these
I
gardens?
think they've all got their own style, haven't they? Or whatever plant compositions they have. all done in a different way.
Yeah,
Nice.
quite beautiful.
You know, gardeners don't always point to a format. You do what looks good and what feels best sometimes.
They do, don't they?
It's the best way to do it.
It's the best way to garden, is that to make it up as you go along,
There's
Kat?
no real formula.
No, so you make it up as you go along, really? Is that the best
It's not
way?
a chemistry lesson.
Would you say that was the best way?
I think so.
Come on, Kat.
Yeah, I would.
Would you?
Yeah.
So is that what you do, Kat?
Probably.
See what I mean?
No. You know, I mean, you have a system and a way of doing things, but you don't stick to it all the time.
The truth is coming out,
Isn't
dear
it
viewer.
lovely? All these underplantings around the tree here. Beautiful.
The underplantings.
Underlay. Get a shade.
Should we go and sit here?
Yeah. That's nice.
We'll go and sit here, Kat.
For a few minutes, anyway.
Yeah. Tomatoes are coming on
Their
great.
tomatoes are amazing. We've got Heinz 1370. Like you were just saying, they grew all different reference numbers. We've grown 1350.
Yeah.
So
They were designed, well, they were developed in the 1960s by the Heinz company to make tomato soup and ketchup and
beans
stuff
and
like
ketchup,
that.
Yeah.
And so they numbered them, they gave them all these different numbers.
Is that because they were all a slightly different?
They were
Flavour.
slightly different flavour, slightly different in maturing, and they were sort of developing ones that were perfect for the brand, basically.
So they were trying to get that distinctionality.
And they developed hundreds of them, if not thousands, of different variety of tomatoes.
Didn't they, Mr. Bradshaw?
Yeah, and they were all bush varieties, determinates.
Determinates, yeah.
So they would all mature at the same time.
Well, they'd need them to
like
do
this
that,
one looks like one of them. I can't tell whether it is or not.
That looks like a bush variety.
But that's a definite bush
variety. They'd need to, because they'd have to grow in quantity, wouldn't they, for them all to ripen at the same time, so it makes sense, rather than being on the cordon, ripening at different times.
See what type they've got here. Cocktail Crush.
Ooh.
Brandy
Boy.
And Horsefly.
Oh wow.
Getting bit.
They've got Cherry Baby over there.
Yeah.
Have they got any Crimson Crush?
I don't know about Crimson Crush, Kat.
But they've got what? Cocktail Crush?
Yeah.
Oh, that's nice.
There you go.
And they've got the Tagetes in between, which help.
And you notice they've got a fan here.
To
help with
three fans.
Yeah.
And one above the head there.
Because movement of the air.
And that also helps with blight.
It helps detract from blight,
Yeah.
We don't want stagnant hair, do we?
You know what? They are strong.
This basil. Growing outside, that's lovely, that is. Different types of basil as well. Some Thai basil and some everyday culinary basil. And we've got a type of mint here. Nectarines with little fruits.
Oh, fruits.
Are we any better off for this, Kat?
I think so.
Does it make us better
Reese
people?
is very nice. Yeah, I think it reduces your cortisol. It reduces your stress level after working. And isn't this one lovely here? This is willow.
Willow, yes.
Yeah, willow. I like the way they
Weaved into a
framed it.
fence.
Seeing it's going around there. It's beautiful.
Now we're coming into the kitchen garden. Sweet peas.
those sweet peas are gorgeous.
But look at them heads. There's
They're
not just
they're-
one
no,
sweet
they're double, aren't they?
pea flower, there's several.
Several on them, like a bouquet on top of one stem.
Yeah. The kitchen garden, that's where we need to be, isn't it, Kat? Crop rotation brassicas.
Oh, and look at these, Phil.
Tomatoes in
I
hanging
like them
baskets.
hanging from these.
Yeah.
Quite interesting. The tomatoes are doing exceedingly well.
Aren't they?
Don't you love this picket fence that goes around it?
Do this. It's nice, isn't it?
Oh, aren't they gorgeous for these?
Yeah. Sweet peas. Let's have a look at the brassicas here. All in this lovely mesh tight
Yeah,
weaved.
'cause it keeps the butterfly out, doesn't it, from
Yep.
laying eggs and stuff. Though, having said that,
Yeah, there's one trying to get in
this
there.
one trying to get it's not trapped in there, is it?
No, it's outside.
Oh, good.
Broccoli coming on fine. We had the first of our broccoli the other week. Not by
It was a rogue one.
yeah,
really.
not by design. It just happened to be planted in with
Yeah.
some cauliflower seeds. So yeah, we've really got into brassicas this year. We're growing a lot of brassicas, aren't we?
Grown a lot of brassicas.
Not in the past, but this year we have.
Yeah, we have this year.
We've grown more brassicas this year.
These are looking fabulous, aren't they?
Yeah. Nasturtiums.
Nasturtiums are lovely.
It's one
Basil frames.
Peas.
You know, the arches.
Yeah. One place we like to make a beeline for when we go around these gardens is the grow your own allotment style gardens, because you can get a lot of ideas if you're an allotment grower on how to grow stuff and how to protect stuff, and if the RHS don't know how to do it, then nobody does, because they really have all the tricks of the trade and qualified gardeners, professional growers at their service, so they have a lot of experience of growing stuff, and you can get a lot of ideas just by visiting these gardens, which is always a delight to us. We always learn something new and come up with a different way of companion planting and how to support, make trellises and protect from pests, etc, etc. Loads of peas growing in here. Broad beans, cucurbits. Always like a good cucurbit.
Look, and your cotton.
I haven't seen any
Dreaded cotton.
dreaded acoccia just
It's gonna
yet.
be huge, it's huge, that. Peas, lovely. Phil, these are really nice, aren't they, from the hazel.
Yeah,
And
they
just
make strong,
great frameworks.
good strong
Yeah.
supports, don't they, for things like
It's great
peas.
hazel. It's so industrious. You can use it for lots of things.
Yeah. Beetroot. We've just put our beetroots in clumps. It's always handy to protect young beetroot seedlings with netting, because the pigeons will peck at it and rip them up and destroy them. Not when they get older so much, but when they're at this stage, make sure you protect your young seedlings. And I think it goes for all young seedlings on the plot, actually, because young seedlings are the victim to many a predator, as it were. This is a nice idea. Growing lettuce, cut and come again lettuce, in between garlic.
Oh, is that between garlic?
Yeah,
Yeah,
that a nice idea.
that's really nice, that.
potatoes in raised beds. We've got some in raised beds. We've got our Irish lumpers growing in raised beds, which we're going to do a reveal. We did, but
overexcitable and lifted them on off.
They got nicked, didn't they? Don't know if you could hear that, but they got nicked. Carrots, again, protected with netting, possibly against carrot root fly. Yeah. So we're going to do a reveal on our lumper potatoes in the next few weeks. It's starting to die off now. Yeah, fruit cages here. Raspberries, tayberries and various things like that. This is parsnips growing here, which we're growing for the first time. All these neat lettuces all in a row. For those of you who don't grow stuff, wondering why you've got your fruit covered in a cage, is quite simply because of birds. They will eat ripening fruits, and because they like them as much as we do. So it's always best. This is a very extravagant cage, but if you grow stuff on allotment, then to have a simple cage just covering a little fruit area is always an advantage. Globe artichokes. When we first got our allotment in the early 1990s, these were already growing. These were the only things growing on our plot, globe artichokes, and they produce these flowers here, and it's this bit, these petals here, that you actually eat, and they have a most glorious taste and flavour to them, globe artichokes. We haven't actually grown them since then, but I do remember them, and I think it's something we should grow again. I'll do a vlog in a few weeks' time on the importance of flowers on the allotment.
Yeah, we were discussing that, weren't we, the other evening?
Yeah, here you can see the RHS has weaved these flowers into the growing areas here, and the sweet peas and stuff like that. It's very important
to pull in pollinators
for many reasons, and we're gonna talk about that. But our attention was just drawn to this paling fence. I think it's called paling fence.
It is paling, yeah.
When we first got our allotment,
which was way back in 1995, September
1995.
My God, have we had that long?
You've got a good memory.
I've got an amazing memory.
Is that good? There's not much going on in your life then, is there? Isn't that right, viewers?
Going on in my life.
Not very much going on.
I just don't have a short memory, Phil, like you.
When we got our plot, listen to her. When we got our plot, this is the only thing that protected our plot from the park.
And we used to have the lads from
it was about that high,
John Lennon's school, coming in and jumping it, literally.
Jumping over that fence. And it was an old ragged fence. It wasn't as
posh as that one.
And
this is what you call a posh paling fence.
Yeah, that just took us back in time. Imagine that, you know. No wonder we kept getting our veg nicked. And
no, well, to be fair, they didn't. Teenage boys don't nick veg, they nick apples.
John Lennon did, though.
Yeah. Well, I'm sure a lot of ours did, who came in from Caldy as well.
Even though we weren't alive.
But he never ran off with your cucumbers or your carrots.
We weren't alive in 1952.
Only other allotment holders I've known to do that.
When he did that in 1952. Remember?
Oh, yeah.
We got told by our grandfathers.
How many grandfathers did you have?
More than you, Kath.
Do you not remember the date we took our plot on? I think that's shameful if you don't.
I don't remember that.
That's shameful, yeah. 1995 September. And the artichokes were high, the grasses were high because it was the autumn.
You need to get a life. I'll put that out onto YouTube. How many people remember
the date
when they started gardening?
I tell you what, gardeners are very, very thorough.
Are they?
Yeah, very thorough in memory, date and facts. Every single one of them will know.
I'll ask our one viewer.
Maybe that's why you're not a real gardener.
I'll ask my one viewer then. I bet they couldn't tell us.
I'm sure they would.
Well, they're rubbish. Anyway, listen, we'll move on from that. I'm in charge of the camera now. Do you remember September?
1995, I remember it like the day I was born.
Remember them being in the plot?
Yeah. They were really sky high.
That was the only thing we were going, wasn't it?
And a lot of grasses when we took it on. Everything had gone to seed though, everything had gone to autumnal stage.
Did you say it was the wrong year, the wrong time to
take it? No, not really.
No.
No, I think probably, well...
It felt like the wrong time, didn't
yeah,
it?
probably October, November may have been more apt. But we got it up and running in no time for planting for next year, because come April the following year, we did have stuff growing and we were cultivating the ground. So you've got a very short now. You're like Rishi out of the Conservative Party. Very short memory.
You see the camera drift then? It's just like, I'm getting a bit bored. See that? I'm getting bored, viewers.
You get bored when you're going in?
I'm too hot. I'm going to Betty's tea shop. Tea house.
Tea house. They've got two here.
Yeah.
Betty's Tea Cafe and Shop and Betty's Tea House.
This is where we're going. Yeah. Okay, we're still walking round Great... No, we're not.
Harlow Carr.
Harlow Carr. RHS
Where were
Gardens.
you? Great summer.
Great Sankey Valleys. I don't know where I was. But
It's
anyway,
the heat. It's too hot.
yeah, it's very hot today. We're going to carry on walking round.
Keep them well hydrated, by the way.
By the time you watch this video, we would have finished.
Or
and we
flanked
would be
down
going
to the
home
floor.
for a cup of tea. Hope you've enjoyed our video from Yorkshire, from
Harrogate. Harlow Carr in Harrogate.
Yep.
You sure it comes under Harrogate?
If you did,
It's
then
Bernhard.
say hello,
Hello.
give us a like,
I like you a lot.
and subscribe to our channel
Yes, please.
and everything else.
Yeah. So, shall we say bon voyage and au revoir?
Thanks for watching. And
Bye-bye now.
see you again.
Bye.